Hi, good morning to all. Today's topic is now overcoming barriers of communication. It comes in communication unit and principle of management. Good communication calls for proper planning, understanding of human behavior, physical facilities, and mechanical or electronic devices, and the organizational context. If we need effective communication, we need to proper planning. Then we need to understand the behavior of a receiver. Then physical facilities in the means of the which applications we use it to communicate, and the medium of communication, and the environment of the communication. Be clear about the purpose. One should be clear about what one wants to achieve through the communication. The communicator means sender, has to ensure that the message reaches the receiver, and purposeless communication entailing wastage of time and effort. Here, we need to understand what we have to communicate to the receiver, through which we have achieve we have to get the effective communication. Purposeless communication consumes lot of time and efforts. Next, understand the process of communication. Various steps involved in communication in terms of encoding, decoding, transmission, comprehension, and the feedback. Yeah, in communication process, a lot of steps involved. In terms of encoding means sender to medium. Yeah, that is spreading the waves encoding. Then medium to receiver is the decoding. Transmission is the sound waves spreading the medium, it's called the transmission. Comprehension, it's the understanding of a receiver, and feedback. If you get a reply from receiver, it's called feedback. Good communicators, like a good artist, use the tools, types, methods, analyze the barriers and the factors affecting effectively. Yeah, the sender should be and good artist, they should know about the tools through which we have to communicate, which type of communication we have to send it to a receiver, and the methods of communication. If there are any barriers to obstacle the communication process, we need to overcome that barriers. Then only we can get the effective communication. Be clear about your target audience. The intended message cannot bring about the desired result unless it reaches the right person or right group or the target group. Our communication purpose is not to reach the receiver, and we need to get the feedback from the receiver. But it doesn't happen all the time. If it does not reaches the right person or the right group, if you send it to the wrong person, we cannot get the feedback from which we have to expected. The skills of communication that need mastering are reading, writing, body language, and presentation. Each of them is a different skill and requires a conscious effort to develop it. Yeah, we are good able to reading, writing, body language and presentation and creativity and the skill also, enough knowledge also we need to make an effective communication. Be well informed. The initiator should be well informed about the message he wants to pass. He wants to pass on with right perspective and right context. The initiator means the sender who passes the message to the receiver. The aim of the communication and the environment of communication. Limited information or limited understanding by the sender naturally limits the sender's ability to communicate. Here is the information should be preciously in the forms of words and the message need to pass to the receiver. Next, plan your communication. The message to be conveyed, the words to be chosen, the action to be short, the feedback to be obtained, are all that need to be carefully considered. It's all about planning. Before communication, we need to plan which word we got to choose, and everything should be considered before communication. It's all talking about the planning before communication. Good planning should take note of the target audience and pay attention to their attitudes and expectations as well as the timings. Yeah, it is again talk about the planning. Through planning we will get effective communication. Then be positive in approach. The communication should have faith, confidence, lean to overcome barriers, the process of communication. Yeah, whenever we have communicate to receiver, we have faith, confidence and learn to overcome barriers from the obstacles in the process of communication. Positive approach begets a positive outcome and contributes to the success of the communication process. If we approach positively to the receiver, we can get the positive feedback from the receiver. It will success the communication. Avoid extreme feelings. Anger, depreciation, and frustration adversely impact the thought process and distort what is intended to be conveyed. We can't approach the receiver emotionally. It will affect our communication. It is essential to wait till the mind regains its balance and the severity of feelings subsides. We need to wait the receiver's minds to come in the old stage. Then only we can communicate to the receiver. The next point is be sincere. Effective communication demands a degree of honesty and sincerity of the parties. Here parties means the sender and receiver involved in the communication. Yeah, here is a lot of honesty and sincerity need to be communicated effectively. If the receiver loses faith, the process of communication suffers in terms of credibility. If the receiver doesn't have faith on us, we don't get expected feedback from his side, which means it suffers our Credibility. Credibility means the feedback. Communication clue. It is well recognized the magic words like please, thank you, I am sorry. Can to want us na in communication. It's all attractive words to attract the receiver. Be consistent. When communication takes place on a regular basis, it is necessary to be consistent, not to contradict oneself. There is no contradiction between sender and receiver. If we communicate on regular basis, it is to be consistent without contradiction. The spoken messages should be in tandem. Tandem means in sequence with the body language. Non-verbal communication should supplement oral messages. Spoken message with good vocabulary and good body language. Non-verbal communication should supplement oral messages. Non-verbal communication also needs lot of skills to communicate effectively. Thank you.